All right, Bees in the D is a local nonprofit teaching folks about the importance of honeybees in the environment.
There's even a Motor City Detroit Bee Highway, a network of 200 honeybee hives at 60 different locations across 5 Michigan counties, altogether introducing over 12 million bees. And for more on Bees in the D, we're joined by Brian Peterson-Roest. Brian, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me this morning.
Okay, we've got the whole setup here. We got the beekeeper outfit.
Yeah, I want to put it
we've got
on.
some honey. We've got these.
Go ahead.
All right. What is arachnophobia, but with bees? It's like the giant bees from the movie, right? Let's just start with what is Bees in the D.
So Bees in the D is a nonprofit based in Detroit, and you've kind of already shared that we have hives throughout. We team up with businesses, schools, other urban gardens, and we're promoting the importance of our pollinators. We use honeybees, but we also talk about our native bees, which are very important as well.
And how did you all get started?
It's kind of a fun story. I actually am a teacher. I'm an elementary school teacher in Rochester, and I was given the opportunity to take a class up on Beaver Island. It was a 2-week course all about beekeeping if I brought it back to the classroom.
So we need these bees.
Yes.
And this has
Save
to do
the bees,
also, yeah,
Troy.
and I love this. You can really see everything and you're protected. So how often are you wearing this kind of thing when you're out there?
I always wear protection
Yeah.
because I want to promote safety, of course, and we work with a lot of children. And so it's important that they know that these are still wild animals.
Yeah.
How do
but
you
we
make
need to have
sure that they're not afraid of the bees? I will be honest, anytime I hear a bee buzzing,
Oh, yeah.
outta
I
here.
mean, most
Get
of us
outta
think
here.
of them as pesky, right?
Right. So that's one of the things that we promote because actually honeybees and our native bees are very docile creatures. And the movies and Hollywood tends to make them into these like crazy things.
Yeah.
But they're very pleasantly surprised. Like we brought back the Girl Scout beekeeping patch and we actually tour. We take the kids in, and to see their fears melt away is magical.
And doesn't this have something to do with No Mow May? We've heard a lot about this. We see the yard signs.
Yes, that's the hot topic.
Oh,
and
it is.
So
Okay.
No Mow May actually was an initiative started in Europe.
Okay.
And a lot of people don't realize that 40 million acres is the largest agricultural thing here in America, and that is grass.
Okay.
And unfortunately, with our pollinators dying off and losing habitat, it's a lot because of the turf.
Okay.
And so there's been this promotion of not mowing in May. It's not the perfect initiative because our climate, the weather has changed a lot. We're way ahead of schedule this
Definitely,
year.
yeah.
So not mowing could be an issue. And there's ordinances for that. And so it's just trying to get that discussion out about we can coexist with nature, and when we don't mow, it allows some of the flowers to bloom that are essential for our pollinators.
So things we think are weeds are actually going to help the bees.
Exactly. The dandelion, which is a very common weed, is actually a very important food source at the beginning of the season for our bees. But the best thing we can do is less grass and more natives and plant natives, because then they have food sources all summer long.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the No Mow May has got the discussion going, which is very important.
Sure, and that education is so important. You know, we're showing a close-up look of some of these things that you brought with you, and I can't help but notice a lot of them have the Pure Michigan logo in the back. So tell us a little bit about these.
It's very exciting for us to be a part of Pure Michigan, and we live in such a great state, and then to get to be a part of Detroit. And so our honey is raw, and it comes right from the hives, no processing. That's very important for your health. And what's fun about what we do is, because we have so many different locations, we don't mix our harvest.
Okay.
So on every bottle there's a QR code and a little handwritten code, so you know exactly where your honey came from. And this one has an FR for Flat Rock. That's a partnership we do with Detroit City Distillery, where you're gonna love this.
Yeah.
We bourbon age the honey in a bourbon barrel.
I was about to say, this
Yes.
looks like
Barrel
alcohol.
aged, it really
And
does.
it's
Fancy
not
bottle.
bourbon, it is honey.
But it
But
looks
they
like
also
bourbon.
make a bourbon. And this is an initiative we started with them. We have hives up on their roof at the old ice cream factory there on Gratiot. And we did it in the first time we did it with Black Friday. We had about 500 bottles of this honey sold out in 8 minutes. It's a hot commodity.
Because we can put it on anything,
It's
right?
so good on vanilla ice cream.
Okay.
But and this is going to stay with you, so you
Let's
guys can
crack it
fight
open.
over who gets
Yeah.
to have
Oh,
that.
Troy right there.
We
Troy
heard
called
that
dibs.
these bees are, they might be staying at the Shinola Hotel. What's up with these hotel
So
stays?
we do partner with hotels, Shinola Foundation, Daxton, and Birmingham, where we have bees up on the roof.
Sandra loves the Daxton.
I love
it's-
actually
she
all
told me
three,
that
all three
yeah.
of those
And
hotels.
so down in the cafe,
Yeah.
you
Bees
can
are having
use
a
the
better
honey.
night, getting a better night's sleep than I am.
Yeah, they are.
Actually, a few of the rooms look over the hives at the Daxton, so you can see the beehives. But
Nice.
then the chefs use this honey in the cocktails and in the menu.
Yum.
I mean, it doesn't get fresher than that, right off of the roof of
So
where
how
you're
much
eating.
percentage of the money are you getting and how much are the bees getting?
The bees get a lot of care from me.
A
That's
lot
how,
of TLC. That's the compensation for that.
and a nice safe home, a hive, making sure that they're safe from some of the viruses and things that ail them.
And you have some upcoming events that you can tell us about?
Yes, we do. Honey is very, it's not really valued here in America like it is in Italy. So we took a course and we teach a honey sommelier course where we teach you how to smell and taste honey properly. We're doing a honey pairing at Bee Nectar, I think that's May 17th, where we actually pair up different honeys from the different times of the year and season that have different flavors with a different mead.
Pair up those honeys.
Yeah.
I will
Honey
tell you, I
pairing.
had fresh honey off like the honeycomb, my buddy back in southern
so
Indiana.
good.
It is so different than what you'd buy
It's
at a
so
grocery store. I'm
different.
sure this is probably close to that, right?
Yes, you always want to look for that word raw, and you do want to look at where it's from because a lot of honey is imported in and actually isn't even real honey.
And when it's raw, it's more. Does it have more of an expiration date on it? More of a
Honey is
time
the
frame?
most preservable food on this
Oh,
planet. They
okay.
actually found it in the ancient pyramids. But what will happen to the honey, and this is great for people
Was
to
there
hear.
a QR code on that one?
No, it will crystallize. So if
Okay.
your honey hardens,
Okay.
that's a good thing.
It's
That's-
still okay.
Yeah, that's how honey knows. That's how it preserves itself. All you have to do, and at our QR code, it tells you what to do as well, is put it in a hot water bath, and it'll go back to the liquid state, or use it in the solid state to
Who
spread
knew?
on, or put in your tea, or
We
whatever.
love the bees.
Yeah, I love it. All right, Brian, thank you so much.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here.
I do want to share that I want to
Yes.
leave this with you. This is
Okay.
a native bee house, and the native bees use these tubes for you to put out in your yard.
seen that.
Along with the Liberty Title, they help us. They help provide homes for people. We provide bees.
That is
we'll put it
very
here in
neat.
our yard.
Love
Thank
it.
you, Brian,
All
for
right,
joining
well,
us this
appreciate
morning.
it.
All
All
Stay
right, we'll
with
be
us.
back in just a couple of minutes.
You guys want to wear this?